Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are checking out this coffee request which came from Whiplash. And Whiplash says, "This is some more from the Alveus sanctuary, this time presented through the eyes of a journalist that was lucky enough to visit the sanctuary and make a video about it. It's interesting to see a video in more of a portrait interview style. So this is from the channel called Powder Blue, and we're gonna check it out. Thank you so much. If you want to check out this video without my commentary, without my reaction, go over to the comments, to the description, and let's go. But come back here and watch my reaction to it as well. Let's go.
Every year, it feels like it's exponentially bigger.
At 26, Maya Higa is the Gen Z Jane Goodall.
If a streamer finds an animal, the whole chat is just like, call Maya.
Are we live?
Say it to my face.
That's nice.
Scientists and researchers you collaborate with, there's mutual respect. Others, maybe not so much, they just don't get it.
I think it's really important that people see me as a person more than like a formal wildlife presenter.
Today we're touring Alveus Sanctuary, the virtual animal education center founded by Twitch streamer Maya Higa. Back in 2021, Maya raised over $500,000 via Twitch live stream donations to open Alveus' doors for the first time. These days, the sanctuary is home to 40+ animal ambassadors, as well as over a dozen staff members. Maya has become a beloved science communicator, as well as a staple in the streamer community. So we want to get an up-close look at Alveus and see how Maya is reinventing Animal Planet for the Twitch generation.
Animal Planet for Twitch.
So this is the road. We got hit by the crazy Central Texas flooding that nobody anticipated or was ready for. Because we're on a hill, none of our enclosures were affected, which is incredible, and all of our animals are safe. But this whole road got washed out. It was crazy.
This whole thing used to be a road, and the reservoir flowed over the road and made Niagara Falls.
This wasn't here at all. It was nuts. Yeah, so we had a bunch of streamers actually come in and help us rebuild, and they were like in the water removing debris with us.
That is so awesome.
We had people come in and help us reconstruct these roads.
I saw Agent like strapped himself in and got right in the water.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my god, it was a 3K dono.
Agent.
From
Yeah, I know
Flats.
Agent.
Flats, thank you so much. That's crazy.
2K from Twitch, yeah.
Really? Thank you so much. Oh my god. This studio is brought to you by Twitch. They made a huge donation.
It was really nice. It was cool to see them here, but also all of their communities. Over the course of a couple days when we were doing that, there's like hundreds of thousands of people watching and like people in the water. So Twitch streamers have really
Guys, this is probably the most wholesome channel that I've seen today. Like literally, I think what they're doing is so great, involving all the community and all the Twitch streamers. It's really such a great project. So wholesome.
strong communities within themselves. And then the other cool thing about Twitch is the potential for collaboration. So you cross over in their communities and they mingle together, and that's how we grow on Twitch. There's just really strong communities on there that are rallying behind their streamers all the time, no matter what they're doing, whether it's gaming or like getting in the water.
We are going to eat and test which animal tastes the best today.
Wrong. He's gonna try their favorite foods and he's gonna rank them because that's what YouTubers do.
Don't say it like that. You said it like it's beneath you.
Obviously, it seems like a lot of your energy and focus is like doubling down on Alveus right now.
100%.
Right? Like,
it's funny how she matched
along
his
with the animals in
sarcasm.
the breeding center. Just like walk me through kind of what that looks like now that we're here.
Yeah, so Alveus is on 15 acres. We just acquired the 15 acres next door. So now we're at 30.
Nice.
This upper site is
amazing.
where we do our animal rescue and our education and our collaborations
30
and streams
acres.
and YouTube videos and stuff like that.
This feels crazy.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's cooling. He's cooling. Like
Face Clan.
brothers.
I think the education is obviously our bread and butter. We want to inspire people to care about the natural world and get them really attached to the animal ambassadors that we have, because that's so important. This is the chicken enclosure.
Okay.
I don't know where the chickens are. This is one of our newer enclosure builds. We have 3 chickens in here. This is Oliver. Okay, bye. They have AC in there.
Oliver is shy.
So why would they come outside? So this is Oliver. He's a rooster. He's an olive egger rooster. So somebody bought a bunch of chicks to have backyard hens. He ended up being a rooster, which doesn't lay eggs, obviously. And so they returned him to the feed store. So I found him at this feed store in this like reject rooster cage, and he had no shade in it and no water, and it was Texas in the summertime. So I brought him home from that feed store. We have Oliver, and then we have 2 hens in there that won't come out. So this is something that I do with streamers when they come out here, is these are...
There you go.
These are pictures of different egg laying operations in the US. So I have streamers come out and then they guess like what label, like what label is on what. These are the correct labels. And then I talk about like what cage-free really means. Free range doesn't mean a ton either. It just means that they have potential access to the outdoors. It doesn't mean that they actually went outside. Teach about this label and how to find this in your grocery store. We have to teach people about different industries and what you can do to help them. And so the chickens, we talk about the agriculture industry
so
and food
awesome.
labels. This enclosure, like all the enclosures, has live cams in the corner.
In terms of like rigging up,
Not only is
the,
it wholesome, but it's
cameras
educational
and that
too.
whole side of things. What kind of goes into that process?
Connor.
Yeah. It
Connor's
seems like
the
from what
guy
I
for
read,
that.
he's like really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has his own conservation technology company where he puts cameras on wild birds of prey, like wild bald eagles, wild osprey, wild hawks.
Can I?
Yeah, you can pet him. This is Ace. He's not a rescue or really a part of the nonprofit. This is just my horse that I've had since I was 12. So
Gotcha.
he just lives
From California?
Yes.
So it's hard to beat the horse girl accusations.
Oh, they're not just accusations. That's real. This is Winnie the Moo. Winnie is a red Angus beef cow.
Winnie the Moo.
She came from a beef operation in Oklahoma. So she would have been slaughtered for beef at around a year old. But now she's 3.5 and she lives here. And kind of like the chickens, we have her to teach people about the ag industry, the impacts on the climate from the beef industry, especially.
Wait, do cows get slaughtered at that young, 1-year-old?
And then also just like how cool and cute and nice cows are. People have a big disconnect nowadays, not just in the US, but around the world of where their food comes from and how it's processed and why that matters. So Winnie's here to teach people about that. She's very good at it.
In terms of just, the variety of animals, obviously everyone on the animal care team kind of comes with different backgrounds and experiences. How do you kind of go about educating yourself and learning about all the different animals that are coming in?
I will say it's very nice to have a team because we can't know it all. So we have,
Not only a team, but a group of people who care as much as she does for what she does,
Rudy came in here with a bunch of canine experience for wolf dogs and foxes. Kayla and Lindsay came in here with a lot of bird of prey experience. And so we kind of lean on each other for expertise. And we learn a lot as we go. And we also have really awesome relationships with some really great organizations like San Diego Zoo, like World Bird Sanctuary, that give us advice on husbandry and enclosure builds and enrichment and
that is so
things
cool.
Like that.
The bird has a wall climbing.
Appa! He'll probably come out of one of these 2 doors.
Okay.
I don't know which door.
It's not a bird, it's
right there. There he is. Hi, Appa. You come here.
So can they both fly as well, or is that only reserved for animated shows?
No, they can't. That'd be awesome now. Appa, yip yip! So this is Appa. He is a common marmoset.
Marmoset.
This is a small Brazilian primate. He's a monkey. And Appa and
I'll tell you one thing. Don't tell my wife, though. One of my ex-girlfriends had one of these. And her name was Nina. Not the girlfriend, the monkey. And it was such a cute thing. Like, I don't know how she managed to get one of those, but it was so nice to see, like, and have around. It pooped on my shoulder a few times, but it was such a
Momo
nice
came from
experience.
Austin. So somebody bought them as pets in the city of Austin and just did not know how to take care of them. So they were in like a little cage in this guy's house, and Appa had almost no use of his back legs when he got here. Because of metabolic bone disease. And they had vitamin D deficiencies because there was no sunlight in their enclosures. And Momo's had more than half of his teeth removed, one, because he was fed the wrong thing, so his teeth just started rotting out. So they came here for a lot of rehab and to teach people about the pet trade, the exploitation of animals, exotic animals in the pet trade.
Kayla was mentioning they typed a message into chat once.
Yes.
Yeah.
they do have things to say, to share with the world. So we talk about the pet trade with them. One of the things that they're really good at and they do in the wild is seed dispersal. So their job is to eat fruits and swing around forests and poop everywhere. And
like my shoulders.
that's really awesome because they plant trees and help reforest areas, but they'll also do that in your house, which is obviously not something that you want.
The tufts on the ears are different as well.
Yeah, they're two different species.
Right.
So white tufted marmoset, black tufted marmoset.
Right.
That's how you tell them apart.
I know as well, from my understanding, like Connor, Kayla was saying, also plays a big role in designing the enclosures as well. I'm sure it's multiple people across the team. Definitely I've noticed how each one's very unique.
They're all, they're all very much catered to their behaviors and what they like to do. These guys, this is their outdoor enclosure. They have pretty much the same amount of space inside through these doors. They have AC and heating in there as well. Climate control, because it's not the same climate as they would have in Brazil. So they have double this amount of space. But for them, lots of climbing, lots of platforms, lots of enrichment items. This is a puzzle feeder. So this is what they got today. There's like food in it. They have to open it. You already have seen this.
It's good to stimulate them.
Would you like to show them? He said, "Don't touch my puzzle feeder." I'm not touching it. Go ahead.
Don't touch my food.
Demonstrate. Yeah, they're really monkeys, you know.
I know it's the special thanks to Point Crow as well.
Yes.
So is that due to a donation or? Okay.
Most of our enclosures are sponsored by streamers, actually. Streamers that come out for collabs and they want their name on an enclosure, and so
when they do
their
good,
community
they're
fundraises for it, or they make a donation. This is Push Pop. Hi, Miss.
Which is most
she
of them.
Is a African spurred tortoise or a sulcata tortoise. She's a baby right now, so she's 5-ish years old. At around 15, she'll be full grown, and at full grown, she'll be like the size of this digging pit. Really,
that's crazy.
Be over 100 pounds. This species is endangered in the wild. One of the reasons is because of overcollection for the pet trade, and another reason is she might like the color of your shoes. Another reason is they're being outcompeted by cattle on their native grasslands. So the demand for beef is so high, we are just putting cattle everywhere, on grasslands everywhere. Yeah, totally. The cattle are eating all the grass, and the tortoises can't keep up, and so there's been a lot of habitat loss. Because of the cattle industry, or the beef industry, I should say. Another thing about tortoises that people don't realize is in here, she's got special UVB spectrum lighting. It mimics sunrise and sunset.
Oh, wow.
She's got
it's amazing.
Temperature control in here.
You can tell that she knows every part of, the sanctuary. Like literally, I can't imagine how many times she does this tour, and she loves doing it every time. You can see how passionate she is while talking about it, showing it. And I'm sure she has done it millions of times, thousands of times.
AC, heat, and heat lamps. It's a whole thing. She's got a dig box in here. They also are very, very capable at digging. So she has a concrete moat buried around this entire enclosure. They can dig through brick in captivity given the time. So a lot of escaped tortoises out there because people don't realize that. So they take a lot more work than people realize.
Some of the fans I spoke to, like, some of them mentioned, instead of watching Lo-Fi Girl when they're sitting down to get work done, they watch the Alveus stream. Is that something you hear a lot?
I haven't heard that specifically, but we like to pitch it as the best second monitor stream in the planet. Okay. Fox enclosure.
It's pretty big.
We're doing an expansion 2026, so they're going to get way more space than this. But we'll stay over here because Reed is a nervous guy. Finn, what are you doing? Are you sleeping?
So Reed's the one sleeping?
No, Finn is sleeping.
Oh, Finn's sleeping.
I can't believe he's not awake right now. You want to come hang out? Jeez Louise. Scared me for a second. He usually comes down. This is Finn. Come here.
He's like,
Finn
why did you wake me up?
He's not red. He was bred to be this color for the pet trade, so he was a confiscation from the illegal pet trade in California. People breed foxes to be all different colors because they think they want them as pets, and they don't make good pets. It's really bad for them, and it's really bad for us. So he's here to teach people about the pet trade and also the fur trade. People breed foxes to be all different colors, just to slaughter them for fur, for coats and clothes and bags, which is crazy that we're still doing that in the big 2025. But there's lots of fur farms even in the U.S. still. He came
the real
from
question is,
a
what
zoo
does
in
the
California
fox say?
after he was confiscated from the pet trade. He was at that zoo temporarily, and then came here. And then Reed was orphaned as a baby in the wild in California. So something happened to his parents. He was brought into wildlife rehabbers, and they raised him. Gotcha. And that's how he ended up here. But they're buddies. Boxes with treats in them.
Like
this looks crazy.
The makeshift nature.
Yeah, boxes with treats in them with crow feathers. Do you want this?
You know, in figuring out what resonates with them, I guess, if you will. And
no, totally.
Like, this is kind of an example of like, we have some boxes around. Let's try that.
Yes. Yeah. We get to be really creative here with them. This is what we call enrichment, and it's just a way to allow them to engage in natural behaviors. So for them, this is like a foraging behavior because they have to rip open this box and there's treats inside the box and there's paper that has the treats wrapped up in it. So they have to forage for their food in that way, but then this is also scent enrichment because it has bird feathers.
You know what's interesting? I have a corgi. You guys know Lizzie, and she is kind of like a fox. And you know, whenever it's very rare that she doesn't want to eat. Very rare. But there was one time that she was bored of her food, and I did some research, and I noticed that whenever the dog is tired of their food, you gotta do something interesting because their natural instinct is to fight for their food, forage for their food. So she wasn't eating at one point, and then what I did was I started kind of hiding points of the food or throwing it to her or making her work for her food, and that did the trick. That solved the problem. And then after that, the next day she was eating normally again. It just, I think she felt like, you know, give me more of a challenge here because this is so easy. You know, I just have to wait. Time comes, food is served. You know, I felt like maybe she needed a little bit of stimulation, and that really worked. So these type of things really work. You know, get them busy and interested in the food, because that's their natural animal instinct.
So it makes it more fun and interesting, and giving them different stuff all the time is really important to keep them active and happy. New enclosure builds. These are going to be 5 new bird of prey enclosures. Hawks, falcons, vultures, eagles, owls, things like that. But obviously is like just the start of
Hi Durga, thank you for joining us on Twitch.
So this is a utility building actually, and then there'll be 5 going down that way, so we'll be able to rescue more birds. Everybody on my team is really passionate about birds of prey. Right. I started as a falconer, which I told you in California, so I'm really excited to bring them in. But yeah, once these get going and we can bring more birds in, that'll be super exciting.
In terms of too, just like when it comes to building and funding and whatnot, is that purely, you know, like nonprofit fundraising? Is it like the directly, you know, one streamer donated to build one enclosure? How does that kind of work?
It depends on the enclosure. For these, we have a few streamers coming in to help us fundraise for specific enclosures. And then...
Is it a secret who? Or?
Peach Stars and Jessica are going to be fundraising for one enclosure. They're OnlyFans creators. So they helped us with our wolf dog enclosure by selling photo sets. And so they're going to do that for one of these enclosures, which is awesome. We have Zafrank potentially coming in. He's a YouTuber to help us fundraise, or to help us build one enclosure. We have a group of streamers coming out on the 18th who are gonna...
Let me just say, I love how she said, like, what she said without any judgment or anything. She's just really happy, and that's really such a... She shows how humble she is. It's amazing, isn't it?
Like construction, so we're gonna put them in hard hats and like put them on heavy machinery, and
good heart.
You know, they don't have construction experience, but they'll fundraise while they're doing it, and so that'll help us a bunch. Yeah, and then the rest of it is just us doing the fundraising.
She seems so down to earth.
I mean, it's definitely cool seeing just like how she funds this whole thing in person, you know, between like all the Twitch donations, traditional fundraising.
Another really cool way they support the animals here is actually selling merch on their store, which is powered by Fourth Wall.
Are Our walls here in the studio are looking a little bit empty these days, so I'm gonna put 30 seconds on the clock. Shua, you're gonna buy a poster from Alveus while I talk to our viewers about Fourth Wall. Okay. Fourth Wall makes it easy to build a powerful online storefront packed with really premium tools.
Interesting.
They have over 300 retail quality products that you can design and sell instantly. Once your products are live, you can actually connect your online shop directly to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and meet your audience right where they watch. Finally, Fourth Wall lets you sell both memberships and merch all in one place, which is really nice for us because we sell a new magazine every quarter and readers can either buy it directly then or sign up for an annual subscription. Get $25 in product sample credits when you use our affiliate link. The link is in the description. It's a pretty good deal. Cool. And launch your brand on Fourth Wall today.
Got it. Got a poster.
Hell yeah.
We have a very young team here, obviously led by me at 27, who's an influencer. So we don't have to shut down things like that, and it gives us the opportunity to bring in a lot more funds and a lot more eyes. So, but this enclosure couldn't have happened without Peach Stars and Jessica. They raised, I think it was $65,000 with that photo set. So big chunk of fundraising. This is the wolf dog enclosure.
This is the most amazing part of this is that you see these young creators just do good, you know, and give back to the world. Because we see a lot of young creators that they may not be thinking of doing good right now, but who knows, maybe one day they will. And this is such an inspiration. And the fact that she brings all the streamers in and show them, I think it's motivational, makes people who have the conditions to just give back and do good. We've seen so many people who have joined this project do very, you know, just give back. It's just lovely, not only for the animals, but for humanity and for people who are watching and everyone who just starts doing good. It's just amazing. And you know, I saw something this weekend, which it really stuck to me, and I want to tell you guys. There was this guy who helped a homeless guy, and that's not the point. The point is the phrase he said at the end of the video, and that's something that might resonate with everyone. And what he said, I'm going to try to translate it. What he said was, people who say that money does not buy happiness are those who have not donated enough. I mean, let that sink in. People who don't think money buys happiness are those who haven't donated enough. That was such a great phrase that kind of like stuck to me, and I was like, dang, you'll only see the true meaning of having like the condition to make someone happy when you've donated and helped someone in need. It's just such a great phrase. Anyways, let's keep going. But I hope that sticks with you as well.
Sure.
Is this the biggest enclosure? Or I guess the first one with the donkeys?
Yeah, the pasture is the biggest. This is the second largest. This is 250 feet by, I don't remember how many feet. So we have two wolf dogs. Awa is in the front and Aquila is behind her there. Awa came from a roadside zoo that was shut down, or had a number of USDA violations over the past decade. They just didn't have the resources that they needed to care for the animals that they had. So that's how Awa came here, and then Aquila was owned by a private owner who wanted to breed wolf dogs to be pets. So the reason that wolf dogs exist is because people think it would be cool to have a dog that's part wolf. You're breeding an animal that can't be released in the wild ever because it's part dog, and then usually can't be in someone's home because it's part wolf. And so they become more unpredictable. They can be a danger to kids and other pets. And so it usually doesn't work out. The majority of the time they're euthanized or have to end up in facilities like this. And again, there are not enough facilities like this. We have them to teach people about wolf dogs and why that industry is a problem, and then also to teach them about wolves. Aquila is 60% gray wolf. Wolves have a massively important impact on their ecosystems. They're keystone species. Without them, we don't have anything else. Yeah, wolf dogs.
My dog is just staring at me.
By the stairs, I might be able to run them a little bit.
Okay.
Good boy. Usually they're more into it, but I think they're sussed out. I think people also expect them to act like dogs and they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
They're kind of galloping a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. We can't pet them. You know, they don't sit, they don't fetch. I can't imagine having an animal like this in my home. People ask us how they stay cool in Texas because it gets so hot. This is their inside space. We call it the K900 because it's 30 by 30 feet. They have their live cams in here.
Is that for like falling asleep in potentially crate, or just in case they have to be transported?
Just transport, yeah. And we never take any of our animals off site.
Right.
We won't take them to events or birthday parties or anything. They don't leave, they only leave if we have to take them to the vet.
Right.
Which luckily does not happen very often, but we have to be able to do that. Or for like a natural disaster if we had to take them out.
If you want to get a quick just sound if you got that.
That's funny. They're awesome too. They're like the sweetest girls ever.
I imagine, yeah.
They love the animals. They came here when we brought the wolf dogs here too, and they got to watch them get released out.
What did she
Creators
do to
from
you?
all corners.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Have you noticed, like, you know, I know you mentioned the, like, all the different streamers coming, of course, during the floods.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said like over 100,000 people watching live across various streams. Unless it was way more than that. But do you feel like this year in particular has Alveus kind of reached like a next level in terms of, I think notoriety is the wrong word because that implies like negative, but you know, just like more and more people are becoming more familiar with it and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the craziest things about this organization, one of the luckiest things in my whole life is every year it feels like it's exponentially bigger. So every year there's just more people watching the live cams all the time, more people that know about it. I've done a lot of collaborating with my own brand this year, where I'm streaming with other people, not necessarily animal related, but just normal streaming. And so there's been this really interesting brand recognition thing that has happened where like if a streamer finds an animal or finds a bug or anything like that, the whole chat is just like, call Maya, you know.
That is
and
awesome.
that's been really cool.
It's like a hotline almost.
Literally, yes. That's been really, really cool to see happen online. Is a couple years ago that was not the case.
Yeah.
And now it's happening in communities where
It's everywhere.
I feel like I shouldn't have any crossover at all. But
I mean, we're here talking about it.
they know, so it's really exciting.
We finished up the tour in the emo enclosure. Stompy is Alveus' first animal ambassador, so it only felt right to take the cover photo with him. Before we left, we spent some time with Connor O'Brien and Kayla Jackson. They're the directors of operations and animal care at Alveus, respectively. This was part of a larger series of interviews we conducted for our magazine, which is actually available right now. This issue actually features a profile piece on Maya. If you'd like to read the story and support us on our mission, you can pick up your copy now at powderblue.shop. Link is also in the description. Subscribe to watch more from our team. See you soon.
There we go. That's so nice. That was such a nice interview style, kind of like just showing a casual conversation. It was a tour, but also an interview. It felt like you know those. Is it Vogue that does those 21 questions thing? Kind of felt something like that. Kind of felt a little bit like MTV Cribs, but you know, for Alveus Sanctuary. It was really nicely made, and it really shows the good side of, you know, the Twitch creators. It's really nice. Thank you so much, Whiplash, for showing us this, because, you know, I didn't know about Alveus before you guys requested, before you guys showed me. I didn't know Maya either and her amazing story. So thank you so much. We're still learning more about it. And yeah, you know, if you guys haven't seen this or her Twitch, go support her and check out her Twitch channel. But, you know, one of my goals is to probably be able to do a project not like this. Obviously, I don't know how big this channel is gonna get, but obviously we're gonna cook something up to try to give back. You know, I always try to give back, so let's see how far we go. Thank you guys for, you know, your support. Thank you for the request. And if you guys want to watch reactions to full movie series, concerts, shows, anime, and K-dramas, go over to Buy Me Coffee or to Patreon, support the channel, and watch these premium videos that are not on YouTube. Okay, click over here for more, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.